hammers this ball to left, and that's going to be number 40, way back and long gone. Pete Alonso becomes just the 4th Met ever to have a 40 home run season. Also had an RBI double earlier. He's driven in 90.
Alonso into right field. Over goes Dozier towards the line, and it is a fair ball. Alonso on his way to second. Here comes Rosario. Oh.
This just hit off the top.
Alonso up the middle. Oh! Merrifield threw home. 2-run single to put the Mets in front.
Just all you needed was a base hit.
Freddie Freeman has walked in each of his 2 at-bats. Alonso to Rosario, back to first as Stroman covers, and they turn the double play. Really coming in there was somewhat entertaining as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning here for the Mets. Drew Gagnon out to pitch his 2nd inning.
Nice job by Pete. It's one of the young Mets fans a baseball.
Alonso. Pete off the fists. Albies can't get there. Stroman is in. Ahmed Rosario right behind him, and a 2-run single for Pete Alonso. And the Mets hitting from Pete Alonso.
And again, you know, his hits a start.
Rosario leads off 3rd, Panic off 1st. Pete Alonso deep into center field. Back goes Inciarte, and that one is gone. 2nd time this year that Pete Alonso has hit one into the pool out there in center field. A 3-run shot for Pete Alonso.
And Pete laces one deep left, going over our heads. It's out of here. There was no doubt about this one.
Well, I tell you what, the changeup in my.
And Pete gets one in the air to deep left center. Back goes Brinson to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso's for Alonso. The Mets have now put up runs in the 1st inning each of them. That's drilled deep left field, headed toward the stands. It's out of here. Almost the same spot he hit it.
About Pete Alonso, because no AC.
Chance to do damage here with Rosario at 2nd and Conforto at 1st and nobody out.
And Pete lines one up the middle of base hit. Rosario being waved around 3rd. Brinson unleashes the throw to the plate. It's cut off. 79 RBIs now for Alonso.
Boy, that was nice.
Starling Marte leads off and hits one past the mound. Rosario to his left scoops it up, makes the throw on the move, and Alonso stayed on the bag, and they get the out. Barrett said Alonso stayed on the bag, and he did.
And he goes after the first pitch and lines it into right field for a base hit. That'll beat Cabrera and go back to the wall. McNeil in to score. Alonso pulls in at 2nd base with an RBI double. McNeil
Frozen rope. That is a good pitch right there. And
right back to Syndergaard. Chance for 2. Cano with the stretch, and then the low throw, and Alonso digs it out. Cano had to make the adjustment on the wide throw by Syndergaard, and Alonso picks it out of the dirt at the other end. 1-4-3 to end the inning. He gets a hold of one deep left center, headed toward the stands, and that ball is out of here. Almost made it to the 2nd deck.
This is not a full swing. Look at the flick of the wrist here. He really doesn't follow through.
That's line caught by Syndergaard. It'll be a double play if Alonso can get back to the bag, which he does.
Rid of that ball like it's a hot potato. Get out of your hand. Almost threw it away.
Alonso deep to right center. Forget that. That ball's going to sail out of here. A 3-run pinch hit home run for Pete Alonso.
75 RBI on the season now.
Alonso drives one deep left field. Back goes Dickerson at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso gives the Mets the lead in the 16th inning.
There's your perfect 1 for 7.
Davis at 1st and 1 out. And Alonso hits it down to 3rd. Might be 2. Sandoval to Panic. And on to 1st. Close play. Got him. Mets may challenge that call.
Sandoval had trouble getting rid of it. And
Yes.
And Alonso hits one out of sight. That ball heads for the second deck and beyond, up into the third deck. Pete Alonso crushes one. His first home run since the All-Star break, his 31st of the year. And the roof has come crashing down on the Twins.
I be playing with the money like, whoa. Still got a lot.
Not good. Ground ball sharply. Tatis falling down to make the grab. Goes to second to one. Back to first. That's a double play. This kid is worth the price. Makes the grab as he literally was about to hit the deck. He made the short hop. Went to second. Went to first. 6-4-3 double play.
Now Tatis with a one-hopper diving it short. Adames gets up and his throw going to be picked. No. Choi comes out.
It's going to be tough. Just getting.
See what they call, and he is safe. So ball stand. Softly lined and caught by Tatis up into the air. A spectacular catch by Tatis. Times
Unbelievable. Get up there.
that's extend. Line to the gap in left center field. That'll get down. Margot will score. Here comes Urias. He'll score. It's a two-run double for Fernando Tatis Jr. and a 2-0 Padres lead.
Don't throw just the rolling.
And Arenado grounds it to deep short of the backhand. Tatis is up and throwing, and he gets it there in plenty of time. Another great play down there from Fernando Tatis Jr. as Tatis comes up throwing and throws a seed to first base. Done with half an inning with an injury. Stammen now in the game. Here's a grounder chopped up the middle. Tatis will go to first base and get him! Fernando Tatis. Oh yeah, he can do it all.
In for a strike, yeah, he can still turn on it.
Sends it into right field for a base hit, and from third comes Urias. The Padres take a 3-1 lead as Tatis drives in his second run of the night. On the ground and diving at shortstop. Tatis gets up his throw. Two-hop to first is in time. And able to tire Desmond. Nice sprawling play. Two-hop to Tatis. And he drives it down the left field line towards the pole. Is it going to be gone? Yes, it is. A home run for Fernando Tatis Jr. His 21st of the year.
He worked it full. It was a fastball in. He turned on it nicely, keeping it fair.
And a high fly ball to deep left field for Tatis. That ball is back, and it is very gone. A two-run home run for Fernando Tatis Jr.
Wanted it away. Oh, you talk about a big-time miss. Does this sound like a big-time miss?
Tatis with a bloop to right field. Peterson coming in, but it's going to fall. Being waved around is Mejia. He will score. Throw goes to third, and that'll be. Padres have a two-run lead. There's a drive to left field. Back goes Santander, and that ball is gone. What a way to start. First pitch from Hess, taken out of the yard by Fernando Tatis Jr. Home run number 18 of the year for Tatis. Zach Green leads it off. Shift in play and diving is Tatis. Up and throwing to get him in time. Fernando Tatis Jr. is his name, and he gets it done again.
This has got to hurt as a hitter. Come on!
2-2 pitch to McNeil. On the ground left side, Tatis to the backhand. The throw is in time. Nice play. Well, the bases are left loaded by the Mets. We head to the 8th. New York on top 4-0. In the air towards the gap in left center field. That's going to get down to the track of the wall. Coming around from second is Hosmer. Mejia will pull it up at third base. Now it's 5-2. Nice plate appearance by Fernando Tatis Jr. with his second hit of the night.
Alan was talking about that just a little bit ago.
To deep short, and Tatis off balance. Throw in time. Fernando Tatis Jr. deep in the shortstop hole. Comes up throwing and gets his man, and Ahmed Rosario. Nice play. Scoreless through 2. Tatis lines one to right field, and that's going to get in. From third base comes Mejia. Urias is behind him. Twin it up here in the 9th inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. drives in a pair.
Donnie.
Snapped over to first, and Tatis was way off, but he gets back. Unbelievable. He's almost been. They're going to challenge this. Cubs are challenging. Fly ball driven to deep right center field. That ball is back, and that ball is very gone. Out to right center field off the bat of Fernando Tatis Jr., his 16th home run of the year, and the Padres are on the board. Good way to start the 3rd inning. Second time. Swinging away and driving one to deep center field. Puelo going back at the wall. That ball is gone. A home run for Fernando Tatis Jr. Well, what has been a very quiet series for.
After that review, and they got Tatis picked off. If anybody can get out of a pickle, it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Brings me back to the days when I'm sitting on my couch and I watch Matrix. Unbelievable how he controls his body, and at 20 years young, that's the reason.
In the air to center field, struck pretty well. Back goes Verdugo at the wall. That ball is going to go. A home run for Fernando Tatis Jr. And a good start for the Padres today. Tatis homers for his 13th of the year and puts San Diego on top 1-0 with a leadoff.
Now you know. 2-2. High fly ball. Deep left field. To the wall. Crushed. Ball going. Ball long gone. Tatis is not an all-star. Why? Capital W-H-Y. Fernando. His second.
Catcher.
On the ground and diving is Tatis. He will go to first base with a throw. And he can no. He said he didn't.
I thought he did too. And Barnes can run a little bit for a catcher, as I mentioned. Great job by Tatis. Look at how much he gets on this ball from his knees.
And they have overturned it. On the ground up the middle, could be 2. Garcia to second for 1, on to first. It is 2. 6-3 DP that wraps it up. Huge double play grounded into by Dickerson. Padres still have their lead halfway through. 2 down. And a drive to deep left field. Fernando Tatis Jr. has left the building. 12th home run of the year.
Do you hear the drums, Fernando? Oh, I think you.
There's a hot shot, picked it short by Tatis on the back end. Gets up and throws him out. Fernando Tatis Jr. doing it again.
Off the bat of Austin. He lowers his eyesight by getting.
Hot shot to the backhand. Tatis picks it, spins it, fires low. Dug out by Haas.
Oh, work it, El Nino. Another ball squared up. This kid is a cartoon character.
They shift on Tatis. He drives one to deep left center field. Bader going back, looking up, and Fernando Tatis Jr. takes it out of the yard. Left center. 12-2 Padres.
He absolutely crushes this.
This one on the ground, foul outside of third.
That's got to be a long mental night to try to catch.
As they are concerned. Tatis Jr. heading into the clubhouse.